So, this is 2 weeks of 90 cows on roughly about 7 acres of Sudan grass. There's maybe 2 or 3 more acres of corn around it, but pretty well just Sudan grass they've been on. So yeah, like you can see, some of the stems are still standing, approximately around about 8 feet tall. So they've knocked a lot of it down to chew on it. So the next little while here, they'll be out here for a couple more weeks. That'll be the big question, to see how well they clean it up, or if I'm going to be dealing with this next spring, like how to clean all this up, because it's pretty well flat on the ground and they're laying and shitting on it, pardon my French. So I got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be cleaning a lot of this up, but that's why it was only 7 acres, because we were going to do a trial on it. I was hoping to cut it, but I think next time if we did this, we would just put it through the chopper and make silage out of it, because it doesn't seem to process all that well with the cows. Either strip graze it or swath graze it, maybe. I was hoping to maybe bale graze it, but like I showed you guys in an earlier video, it didn't go through the disc bind very well. So we'll see. I'll keep an eye out for the next couple of weeks while they're out here and see how well they do cleaning it up, because they'll still pick through it. They'll paw at it and pick through it, as long as you don't get a big snow dump, which I really hope we do get a big snow dump, but that'll be the end of this. So yeah, we'll see. So the troughs over there pretty well buttoned up. Still got to empty a little bit of water out of the last one over there, but I'm here in this. There's one over there that's for the yearlings. It's going to be for the calves right now. The yearling bred heifers are in there, and then this one here is for the 2-year-old heifers, and that will be the yearling heifers calving facility once I get this done. So what I'm doing here is, oh, I know it's death-defying in here. Isn't that right, Ty? Yeah. She's a 2-year-old, but she didn't carry last year, and we always give them 2 chances. So she has a chance this year to carry. And oh, pardon you. As you can tell, she's girthy. She's girthy. She's actually a twin. And then we have Suki. Hey, Sucker. Hey, girl. It's just death-defying in this pen. You're in danger all along. Isn't that right, Bowie? Yeah, girl. You're in constant danger. Yeah, DQ. So, back to what I was doing. I know. Do you ever have a bad day? You just come for some cow therapy. We got lots of these. Yeah. She's a lover of this one. Even if she didn't have a calf, but she's very motherly. Anyway. Yeah. This is all for you guys. So what I've done is I drilled a hole into the box, the exact size of this piece of pipe. So I'm using the pipe as conduit. So run it across there, and then I finished off the wall, because that was always the plan, was to finish the wall off to this pipe, and then this will just be sort of small boards here just to fill this in. This will be the gate, so you can go from one corral to the other through this gate. So I'll be making a gate for that one. So putting these on conduit, there's a hot wire in there, plug-in, so I'm actually going to run that out of the box and up here, up out of the way, and I'll put the plug-in up here, and then I will run the wire up to a junction box up in here, and then it'll go that way and that way. So down here where the plug-in will be a switch. I'll probably end up putting a day-night light switch, so it'll just come on automatically, but for now it's going to be on a flick switch. So yeah, there'll be, I think we're going to go with 3 lights in each corral, and that way it'll serve both sides. Hey, you being all just nice and stuff. Yeah, here's Shoki, black cow, but her family trait is this. Almost looks like a wee white heart, eye heart. That little white dot up there. So they just have a little dot of white somewhere on their body. Don't you, Shoki? Yeah. So yeah, if you think these ones are quiet, the yearlings are even quieter. So Ty didn't have a baby last year, not at all. We had one that didn't, she had a baby but it didn't make it, twisted stomach. And then that's Ellie over there. She also didn't carry, and I don't have a lot of hope for this year. She's very free Martin-y. There was no twin, but that's not to say the mum didn't drop the twin. So that's, like I said, this will be a tough one. If she doesn't carry this year, this will be tough, because she's a family favorite, this one. And she's off a very, very important progeny. She's off a very important dam. Her mom was like the first matriarch. Don't spill my bolts. You're a nosy bugger. Oh, there goes my tools. Sorry, scared you. Her mum was the first big dam that we had on the farm. Major genetics. So yeah, as you can see, it pays off. And her and her sister were the last ones born before the old girl passed away. Sadly, she passed away when we were on holiday, which is also kind of a bummer too. So anyway, so this is what I'm doing. I'm rambling on here. So yeah, I got to put that on there for that, and that'll be the bottom of the boards. And I put this on here because I need a base, and then there'll be another board across the top here, and then that'll let me put some little short boards here, and then these ones will get sort of longer up to that wall. So that'll finish this off. And that'll let me get this wired, because I want to get the wiring all done before we get back into cold weather. So this one was the big one. The one over there, I just have to drill a hole and run the pipe right to the wall, and then put it to a junction box up out of the way. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Better get on. So there you go. Installed. Yeah, that's the last of the calved heifers last year. There, 14 were just weaned, so yeah, that's what the noise is. So, as you've seen in the previous video, one of these over there. So the plug-in has power. It has power to the switch. So then what'll happen is I'll run a wire down there, and I'll put a light on either side of the wall. And then I've made this frame here carry a power wire around. So there'll be like a light back here, and then a light on that wall. And the same round there. And there'll just be sort of a medium wattage LED light. Just to give a low level light, but at least it'll be light in here so we can see what's happening. But it'll be on that switch for now. I might eventually just put like a daytime, nighttime switch. Daytime, nighttime switch up there. And that'll do it. But for now, I'll just do it hardwired. Hard. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's just racket. So, tinning. So that's either end's tinned. And now I'm going to start going down the long back wall. Once that's done and strapped, and then the roof will go on. Wow, you guys waited for me to start filming. How rude. Anyway, back to tinning. So yeah, all this red tin was tin that we'd picked up at our local auction yard where it was extras. So we've had it for about 5 years now. Now I'm finally getting to use it. The black tin underneath is the stuff we bought for the roof. So these big sheets, cut them in half. There's a little bit extra in the end. You can see that pile there. That's the extra. So cut these big long ones in half, as you can see here, split. And these, one sheet will make 2 of the sheets for the back wall, which I will segue to now. So yeah, like I said, side walls are done. So this barn is, I think I've covered this before, is 8 bays of 16. So you can do the math. So 4 sheets up, which is, like I said, 2 of those long ones split, and all that. So 5 sheets per bay and 16 bays. So there you go. And the reason this is missing is because I have to mount big hinges. There'll be one up here, which is like my face height, and one down there. And the reason they're like that is because I'm going to build this gate and then I'm actually going to tin it as well. That way, once the animals move in for the winter, like especially during calving time, and this big gate gets closed, it airtight seals this up from the snow coming in off these. We do get some right howler southwest and southeast storms coming in here, so yeah, it would just pile right in here. So that's what's going to happen. Like, I'll put the pins on the hinges, and then we'll get about doing all the rest of it, because I can close this in with these gates for now if it gets to that point. But then once this is done, because that's the important stuff, then I'll make this gate. So yeah, it's getting dark. Better get at her. See you all the next one. Come on. Did you really think I was going to leave you hanging like that?